Hi guys, welcome to my show and tell, my vinyl show and tell. I guess I'm supposed to say like hi VC or something. I'm not too familiar with all the vinyl community stuff here on YouTube, but today I'm going to talk about some of my most underrated albums in my collection, in my metal collection. And first off, you can hear in the background, it's a Swiss band, Infected, with their album Dark Century, their only album, unfortunately. And this one is a real killer. This is like straightforward thrash with kind of like gruff, like almost death metal vocals. And all the lyrics are like political, very political topic. And as you can see on the cover, it's very like dystopic. I love this cover. And it's from '89, and if you're into straightforward, just raw political thrash, I think you should check it out. Next up, we have the Finnish band A.R.G, or Ancient Rotten Graveguards, as they're also known. And One World Without the End is their second album. It's from '91, and these guys were like, these are super heavy. I mean, they're one of the heaviest European thrash bands in my opinion, and they even like matches the like German bands, the big German bands in intensity, and still it's kind of a German vibe to it, but still with a Finnish touch, you can say. Their first album was even more raw than this one, believe it or not. But these guys are one of my top my really favorite European thrash bands. So, but still underrated. Check it out. Next up, we have Mandator with the Perfect Progeny. Love this cover, by the way. Check it out. Check out the details. Sick. Like the burger with the eyes and stuff, and the pineapple with the face. Mandator were a Dutch band from the Netherlands, and this is their second album from '89. And really heavy, more US oriented thrash, really heavy, really well written, memorable songs, and I love their logo as well. Check it out. This is one of my favorite thrash metal logos. I love the symmetry and everything going on there. Check it out. It's underrated. Next up, we have Living Death. Living Death from Germany. Some of you might say that these guys are not underrated, but still, they're not one of the biggest, and they should be, because especially this album, Protected from Reality, is their third album. It's also from '89, and it's like this is a flawless album. Some of you may know them because of the singer, vocalist Thorsten Bergman. He has this like really melodic, at the same time very harsh, insane vocals, like over the top all the time, like constant. And this one actually, I think their earlier albums are great, but I think this one is my favorite, so check it out. Next up, we have Medieval. These guys, I could talk for hours about these guys. They were like a trio coming out of fucking nowhere, Michigan in the US, and this one is their first EP from '86, I think. It comes in clear vinyl, very nice. It's released by New Renaissance Records, the usually great New Renaissance Records. And these guys were super unique. They were like three short-haired guys with like heavy leather jackets and denim, and they didn't look like any other band, and didn't sound like any other band either, because they kind of mixed like early first wave thrash with doom, actually, but still with like a punk vibe to it as well. These guys are great, and the vocals, they were like one of the first bands to like use really raw vocals, and they mixed it up with some clean ones as well. Check it out, it's amazing. Next up, we have Blessed Death. this is their second album, Destined for Extinction, and these guys are also super intense. Larry Portelli is the vocalist. He uses these like inhuman high-pitched shrieks all along the record, and that's like his style, and it's very memorable and very like, whoa, what the fuck. This record is amazing. One of my favorite songs is Incoming Wounded. It's such a classic. Check it out, Blessed Death, Destined for Extinction. Next up we have Beyond Possession. These guys are super amazing and super unique as well. It's Beyond Possession. This is from 86. It's like categorized crossover usually, mostly because of the vocals, I guess, kind of like hardcore vocals, but also like they were skaters, I think, but still it doesn't sound like any other crossover band. It's like almost got a progressive vibe to it. Like the drums are very like all out there, crazy drum patterns and rhythms that no other drummer like did back in those days. And this is very underrated. Not for everyone, but check it out, man. It's intense. Next up we have ACROPHET from the US with their Corrupt Minds. It's their debut album, and this one is amazing. This is one of my favorite US thrash bands, like the smaller thrash bands. And these guys were super young. I'm told that the youngest were like 17 when they recorded this, but you can't tell that at all. I mean, it's very like mature, and it should have been way bigger. It's like a iconic classic thrash album in my opinion, and it was released in '88. It's the first album. Check it out, it's amazing. And then we have Warfare. This is the last one. This is a UK British band, and Mayhem from 1986. And these guys were like straight up speed metal punks, very influenced by like Venom and Motorhead. I actually think that Kronos from Venom produced this one, if I'm not mistaken. And these guys were like really raw and obnoxious, like and had like titles like Projectile Vomit, Atomic Slut, and Machine Gun Breath. And you can really have a whole lot of attitude. And they recorded a bunch of videos for this one as well. There's tons of videos actually on YouTube, so go and check the videos out as well. You can see how they look. Yeah, that was the last one for this time. I'm gonna do more videos. I've been kind of busy, but more videos are coming up. So if you like this one, stay tuned.